Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Raul. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 meta ARs we should be using as of August 1st, 2023, season 4.5 on Warzone 2. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into number 1. All right, guys. Now, on a technicality, we know that the Cronin Squall is not an AR, but if you go into any rank stream or any world record video, currently, you're going to be seeing the Cronin Squall being used as technically a battle rifle, but everyone's using an AR. This has the #1 time to kill on this entire list, and this is the build that the majority of people are going to be rocking. It's going to be 50-round drum mag. You're going to want the F-Tac Ripper just maxed out for recoil stabilization and for aiming idle stability. You want the sock and tread maxed out for recoil stabilization and for recoil control. We want that HR barrel. I tune mine slightly for ADS because it already has a 25% damage range buff, so I'd rather have the faster ADS speed, and I'm going to pair that up with the recoil steadiness. And then the SC recharge, but feel free to use the aim op. You're going to have a little bit more recoil control. Optic is going to be completely preference. I'm going to go ahead and tune that for far and for slightly ADS. I tune this for far because the more right you go on the eye position tuning, the less visual recoil you're going to have. So it does kind of do a little placebo effect that you do appear to have less visual recoil. Alrighty, guys. So number 2 on the list is going to be the ISO Hemlock. This thing was actually stealth buffed and is surprisingly very, very good again. So we're just going to have the same exact build that we had back in season 3, and that's going to be the 45-round mag. We're going to have the F-Tac Ripper tuned for recoil stabilization and for aiming idle stability. We're going to throw on that Harbinger, guys. If you guys are having a hard time controlling the gun, feel free to tune it for max recoil. But in my opinion, this gun has virtually 0 recoil to begin with, so I tuned it slightly for ADS, that faster ADS speed, and for bullet velocity. I have that Vealer T50 barrel. I'm going to go and do this for damage range, so I have a faster time to kill, longer range, and for slightly towards recoil steadiness. And last but not least, guys, the aim op. As always, optics complete preference. I'm gonna have this tuned slightly for close and for max ADS. And this is just a very versatile gun. It has an extremely respectable time to kill, a very fast reload, a very fast ADS, and virtually 0 recoil. Now, number 3 on the list, guys, the M4. This is actually a sleeper pick. A lot of people have been kind of looking past this, but it is a very well-rounded gun. It does have that 60-round mag that the ISO Hemlock and the Cronin do not have. So if you want those extra 10 bullets, this might be the gun to rock for you. We're gonna go ahead and have that 60-round mag. We're gonna have the F-Tac Ripper tuned for recoil stabilization and for aiming idle stability. Of course, we're gonna have the Harbinger muzzle. We're gonna tune this for recoil smoothness and for bullet velocity. The High Tower 20 barrel, so we have a slightly faster time to kill, long range, and of course for recoil steadiness. And then one more time, guys, the aim op V4 for me on this gun. I'm gonna have this max tuned for ADS and slightly for close. Now, the M4 has been very well rounded pretty much since the inception of Warzone 2, but now it really has a chance to shine because other guns have been getting nerfed, and you really just have an opportunity to use the M4 and go head to head with pretty much any other gun on this list. Alrighty, guys, at number 4 on the list, a gun with virtually 0 recoil, the Razorback. The 45 round is going to go ahead and be optional. You can go ahead and just throw on the 60 mag if you're playing anything other than solos. The majority of the time I play solos, so I'm going to be rocking that 45. Now, the DM Proto Grip has a 35% horizontal reduction, so definitely throw this on. You're going to have virtually no left and right recoil. I tune this max for recoil stabilization for aiming idle stability. And since I just want it to be an absolute death beam, I use the X10 ported and I stack that up with the DM Porter Grip, so I have no left or right recoil and I have no up or down recoil, so this thing is a death beam. We have recoil stabilization tunings and recoil control. The TAC 2L barrel, we're going to go ahead and just tune that max for recoil steadiness and slightly for ADS because this thing does kind of mess with your ADS time pretty bad, so I would rather have the ADS time over the damage range. You are already getting 28% damage range, so it's not really much of a negative, so just tune a little bit slightly for ADS. And then on this puppy, I do opt for the SC recharge. I have it just about max tuned for ADS and for close. And guys, this is probably one of the most versatile guns on the list. You are going to struggle a bit at long range with this exact build, but medium range, you are going to be ripping any gun on this list just because of how fast the ADS is and how little recoil you're going to have. Alrighty, guys, and last on the list, the TAC 56. This thing was meta in season 1 of the game. It has made a comeback once again with all the other guns pretty much seeing a slight nerf. The TAC 56 has actually been shining for me lately. I just go ahead and throw on the 60-round mag, the F-Tac Ripper tuned for recoil stabilization for aiming idle stability, the Harbinger D20, and I'm going to tune that for recoil smoothness and for bullet velocity. The 17.5 Tundra barrel, I tune that for recoil steadiness and for damage range. And of course, guys, the aim op V4, we're going to go and tune this for aim down sight speed, and I tune this a little bit for far, but like I said before, guys, it's going to be completely preference. If you guys like far, close, right down the middle. Also, if you're just somebody that prefers iron sights on guns, you can just go ahead and completely remove the optic and throw on a rear grip like the FSS combat grip, so you're going to go ahead and have even more recoil control. Alrighty, guys, and an honorable mention on this list that a lot of people have been looking past is the STB. I go ahead and throw on the 42 round mag. I'm gonna have the 5.56 high velocity ammo, tuned max for damage range for bullet velocity, the sock and tread, so this thing has virtually 0 recoil. I'm gonna tune that for aiming idle stability and for recoil stabilization. I'm gonna have the Bruin S620 barrel, and I'm gonna go ahead and tune that for recoil steadiness and for damage range. And then last but not least, guys, the aim op V4, and we're gonna go ahead and tune that for max ADS and for max close. This gun is probably closest to the Razorback on this list. It has virtually 0 recoil, a very fast ADS time, a very fast reload time, and great mobility. So if you're a solo player especially, I would definitely recommend checking this gun out. Alrighty, guys, so that's going to go ahead and wrap up the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which of these guns you've been frying with lately. And as always, Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.